Hi, it's Dan the Real Estate Guy coming to you from my home office once again, and today one of my favorite types of videos, a new purchase. I know I've told all the new folks, all the beginners, probably even the intermediate, you don't belong at the trustee sales right now. I mean, there's 16 different ways to buy wholesale. Not all of them are going to work right now in your marketplace, and we're going to show you how to figure out which ones are best for you and for your marketplace. Right now for me, in the Sacramento area, of the 16 methods, there's only a few that are working. And for me right now, one of them is the trustee sales. Today's purchase is number 48. I've purchased 48 properties now at the trustee sales. And I know you're wondering, and you're eager and you want to get out there and you want to buy, but I'm just telling you, for your own good, stay away from the trustee sales until you fully understand them and understand the risk involved. Remember, they take the most cash, they take the most skill, they take the most research, and they take the most of your time in order to work the trustee sales properly and not lose money. All right, it's tough. It's really, really tough. Even with my 25 years of experience and 1,000 transactions, I had my first loss on a property in 25 years from one that I purchased down there that took a stair step down. I didn't necessarily make a mistake. The prices kept falling after I bought it, and I sold it, and it fell out of escrow, and the prices were lower by the time I had to sell it to a second buyer, all that good stuff. But today, let's just talk about a new purchase, because it's kind of exciting. It's a lot of work. You should know that in the Sacramento area, and it's probably similar in your area, depending on your population, we have 300 scheduled sales per day, yet there's only going to be 6 sales per day on average. Only 2 out of 100 are going to receive what we call a discounted bid, where the lender decided to discount the opening bid below what was owed. Remember, these auctions are not to sell properties to people like me. The process is really to take the collateral for the loan. If it was really designed to sell to people like you and I, they would sell more properties every day. They would decide to lower the opening bid and sell the properties. They don't. All right, 6 a day on average out of 300 get sold to people like me. So we have to be ready to go, know our values cold, because we don't know which ones might sell. Some of them we get the opening bid early in the morning and we can do a little research, drive by the property, but most of the time you just don't know. All right, so this target came up this morning and I saw it and I thought that nobody would bid on it. I thought that it was too tight. Not enough equity to capture for most people. Yet I decided to take a chance on it. And I wanted to capture this today, right now, so that you could know why I did it, what I was thinking, and how this might work out. We're going to follow this one all the way through for the benefit of you and for me. If I lose money on it, you're going to know. If I make my planned profit that we're talking about today, then you're going to know that as well. All right, so here is my thought process, just so you can learn to think like an experienced investor. You want to start thinking like an experienced investor. You didn't get in this business to go lose money. You got in the business to make money. And I know some of you are eager to run out there and buy a property, but I'm telling you, most rookies that I see buy the trustee sale or hurry up and buy in any of my 16 methods, they lose money. I'm encouraging you not to do that. I'm encouraging you to work your way through my training videos in a logical sequence that we've set up, gain years and years of experience without risking any of your money or any of your investors' money if you're raising investor money to do this business. All right, so let's take a look at today's. You'll know when you're ready, but let's look at today's. I had a couple of what I call live targets today. That means that I had bids. Sometimes I go down there with no bids. I've researched 90 properties and 60 of them are still on it, what we call still scheduled for sale. Likely nothing will get a low bid and we'll buy nothing. I mean, on average, I get 2, maybe 3 a month. It's tough, it really is. But today, I was a successful bidder on 2 different properties, and I'll cover the other one briefly. It wasn't for me, it was for an investor client of mine. Okay, I as a service will buy some for other folks from time to time. But this particular one, I wouldn't normally take a risk on. For one reason, it's a 2-bedroom home. I don't usually risk on a 2-bedroom home, all right? I'd rather have 3-bedroom. Remember we talked about it. Bread and butter properties are 3-bedroom or more, 2-bathroom or more, 1,200 to say 1,600 square feet, The newer the build, the better. You have less surprises at the newer properties, right? But this one I took a chance on. I just want you to understand what my thought process was. I had comped this property out. My driver had driven the property. It's a family business. One of my drivers is my son. I had a picture of the property. We thought it was vacant. It's important that it was vacant because if it's not vacant, it's going to cost you something to get rid of that person, okay? When I say get rid of them, either you have to give them a little cash for keys, help them move, or you might have to evict them if they don't want to go. All right, this one appeared to us to be vacant, all right? So that was part of the thought process. When I ran my comps, and you've looked at the video on running comps, all right? When I ran them and I looked for what we call like-type properties, that means I wanted to compare other two-bedroom homes within a quarter-mile first and everything else that's sold, in case a consumer can get a little bit more, like a three-bedroom, for just a little bit more money, that's what they're going to buy. They're not going to buy mine. So remember, our quarter-mile comps is everything that transferred in the last 3 to 6 months. I like to use 3 months whenever possible when there's a lot of stuff to look at. Then I look at 1 mile like type, plus or minus 100 square feet, hopefully the same model. And I want to see what consumers are voting for with their dollars, all right? So in this particular case, I was confident, because a lot of times I do put a value I'm confident I can get. I might be able to get just a little bit more, but I'm confident in this case that I could get $109,900. That's on the retail market with a certified roof, a clear pest control, and turnkey condition. Remember, some of my competitors, the bank-owned properties and others, are not in turnkey condition. They look and smell bad. I'm planning on putting this on the market in top condition, if it goes on the market, and we'll get to that point. I thought that if I got $109,000, remember the buy sheet. We did a whole video on the buy sheet. My buy sheet said, if I got $109,900 for this property, and I paid $75,000. The opening bid was $75,000. If nobody else bids, I would get it for $75,000. Now keep in mind, it wouldn't matter if I bought this on one of the other 16 methods. If I bought it at a tax sale for $75,000, if I bought it at a probate sale for $75,000, if I bought it as an REO for $75,000, if I bought it short sale for $75,000, and on and on and on. It doesn't really matter how we buy property. It matters that we buy below market and that we capture equity. And remember the rule of thumb. You can only turn about half of that equity into a paycheck. So in this particular case, I thought if I could sell this property for $109,000, and if I could buy it for $75,000, I wasn't going to buy it for much more than that. If I had a competitor bid against me, I was going to let them have it. I was hoping to be the only bidder, and I was. All right? So if everything went smooth, and if I spent $8,000 in fix-up on this property, I'm probably going to spend a little less than that, but I estimated $8,000 for carpet, for paint, for a new garage door. It's got a wooden door. I always go with the metal roll-up door. It's way better looking. It's safer for the new person. You know, big wooden doors can fall on people. You want the nice roll-up door. I know what they cost, so I had included that. All right? Fix up the landscaping a little bit, and I thought I could get $109,900. If I pay $75,000 and I put $8,000 into it, my profit is small, but as a ratio, it's good. All right? My profit, my projected profit on this property is about $18,000. Now, a few years ago, I wouldn't even have done a transaction for $18,000. It's just too small. All right? I was hitting out of the park home runs. Margins were bigger. There were less competitors, and there were no dumb money. Dumb money is people who will pay way too much for a property, and they don't even make a profit, but they take the deal from you. All right, now it's more competitive. It may be that way in your area. Remember, if you get through all the other methods and you don't find a good way to buy, you can go on to the advanced technique. I'm just telling you, this is dangerous. Buying at the trustee sale is my least favorite way to buy. It has the most risk, like I said, and all the other factors, the most of everything. Most money, most research, most risk, okay? Just a lot of trouble. Anyways, if everything goes smooth, I'm going to make 18 grand. I figure if everything goes bad, I'll make $8,000 to $10,000. Not very good. That's not very good, but 18 grand on a 75 works out pretty good. As a matter of fact, my buy sheet that we talked about before computes a margin of 15%, which we said in this business, a 15% margin is fair. That's a fair profit margin, okay? And it computes a return of 10%. If I make that in 3 or 4 months, You know, that's a 10% return on money in 3 or 4 months is decent. It's not fantastic, but right now you got to do what you got to do to stay in business. That's the way I look at it, all right? I like doing deals. I now have 16 going through the pipe. Remember when I started doing these videos, I had 17. I closed a couple, reduced me to 15, and then I bought this one today, putting it back at 16. Today I counter-offered on a duplex that I have now going to sale. It's got an offer, I counter-offered it. It's probably going to go in escrow. I had another duplex going to escrow. So the idea for my business and my volume buying, and it's not big, not like the big boys doing 100 deals a year, but you know, say 25 to 36 deals a year is a good pace for me. For my little operation, just 3 people working with me, that's good. All right, for you, if you did one of these a quarter and you made 18 to 20 grand a quarter, just one, 4 deals a year, and you made 80 grand. I'm guessing that a lot of you don't make 80,000 on your job. If you do, congratulations, you've got the lead on this, and you'll do even better, and you're going to want to go to my advanced techniques. You're going to want to go to the volume if that's what you're after. But for you with smaller operators that are working a job that you love, you're just trying to provide better for your family, better for your future, you know, doing one of these a quarter will be fantastic. All right? So I've already ordered for the locks to be changed on this one. Probably be changed today or tomorrow morning. We'll take the camera, we'll head over there tomorrow, and when I see the inside for the first time, I have seen it through the windows, by the way, I just haven't seen it inside, me walking inside. And I can tell you, this is going to be a fun one, because when we go inside, we're going to see some vandalism, all right? Looking through all the windows today, I saw that someone had broken in, or maybe it was the owner that was mad, that was losing the property foreclosure, whatever. They took a spray can of a couple different colors and they sprayed the floors and they sprayed the walls. They even put a swastika, I think it was, in the bathroom. Okay, just a little upset. Okay, that's easy to take care of. What we're hoping is they didn't break stuff, you know, like open the dishwasher and jump up and down on the door. But if they did, we all know, it's only $400 to replace. If they trash the oven, $600, $650 for a nice one, right? So we're going to go in there tomorrow. We're going to bring the camera. We're going to see it together, you know, you and I, and we'll take a look at this place. We'll learn our lessons as we go through. We're going to get a bid on all the fix-up to include a roof certification and a clear pest report so that when we go on the market, it's ready to go, turnkey, not like the bank-owned junk that goes on the market every day, not like the frustrating short sales in my area that almost never get approved and almost never close. All right? We're providing the best product at the best price, and normally by doing that you win. Now let's back up a second and think again. Remember, we're trying to think like an experienced investor here. I've got 25 years of this, 1,000 transactions, somewhere north of 1,000. We don't really know. I lost count around 1,000. You want to know what I was thinking on this. One of the reasons I decided to go after this one with this small profit that we have here is because I just had an escrow fall apart on a young couple that was buying one of my condos. The last second, the lender didn't want to do the loan. They didn't like that they had this car payment or something. This will happen to you once in a while. It's what I call one of the industry problems right now. They were able to prove that that car loan was not being paid by them, that one of their parents was paying for it. They were even able to give that lender canceled checks for the last 12 months, showing that mom and dad made that payment. They didn't make it. Now the lender still looks at them as being responsible for it, but they were able to prove that their mom and dad has stepped up to the plate. I think the transfer to the title on that car was even transferred to the parents. So they were taking care of that. But the buyers that were buying my condo, their name was on the loan. It was an easy excuse for the lender to say, we don't want to do it. So what I'm going to find out is that particular purchase price was $118,000. There was a dues, HOA. Remember, look at the video on condominiums. That's one of the things that goes on with condos. They have a dues. That dues of $150 to $200 a month, depending on what it is, takes away from their ability to buy, you know, on their price range. So what I'm going to find out, as soon as we get this property's bid and we clean it up and we make it presentable, I'll offer it to those same buyers that are disappointed that they couldn't buy that condo. Here I can offer them just a little bit more square footage, but it's a house, not a condo. 2-car garage where the condo had a 1-car garage. A yard where the condo didn't really have its own yard. It just had a little balcony type thing where you could put some outdoor furniture, very small. But they really liked this condo. They just couldn't close it. They couldn't get the loan. So I keep these buyers in mind. I'm going down to the trustee of sales today. I'm thinking, you know, if I can buy this property for 75 grand, I'm pretty confident. Remember, multiple ways to succeed. We always want to have multiple ways to succeed. But I thought, I'm pretty confident I can go on the market at 109.9 and sell it. Maybe I can even get 114.9, all right? But I'm going to offer it on a win-win. Remember, the win-win concept is on every one of my videos, all right? I'm going to offer it to them once it's clean and presentable, once we take the spray paint off the walls and all that, you know, make it sharp, make it look brand new. Let them know we're going to certify the roof, we're going to clear the pest report, this thing's ready to go, all right? We'll let them compare and say, hey, you know, they didn't want to do the loan to you at $118,000 on the condo with that dues affecting your ability to buy. Do you know did they give you any kind of number, like could you buy a house for 109 when there's no dues? It's a good neighborhood, it's clean, it's not really, well, it's probably 4 or 5 miles from the condo they wanted to buy, but it's a good area. And let them have a shot at it before I even go on the market. No competition, no pressure, win-win. Okay, maybe I even offer it a little below the 109. Not sure yet. I'll figure it out when I get the bids, and we'll do it together. All right, you'll see it on video what I decide to offer these folks and whether or not they take it. All right, it'll be fun. Then, if they turn it down for any reason, boom, right into multiple listing. Best product, best price, best condition, and let's see how long it takes to sell. If everything goes smooth and make $18,000 profit, you know, do 15 of those a year and you're in pretty good shape, aren't you? Do 4 of those a year and you're probably in pretty good shape. So wanted to let you know right away, I bought this property probably 3 or 4 hours ago, and I've been over to it now. I looked through all the windows. It is locked up. We're going to get the locks changed. It is vacant. It's ready to go. Really fun to do this. Okay, this is what I enjoy. I've been doing a long time. I'm looking forward to continuing to share all my tips, my techniques, my tricks, whatever you want to call them. It's just experience is all it is. All right. You can gain years and years and years of experience by watching the videos. We're charging a nominal fee per month. It's a win-win. You know, you're not winning, you can cancel. All right. If I wasn't winning, I could stop making videos, right? But I'm enjoying this. I hope you're enjoying it. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you.